Welcome, my valuable viewers, my favorite students of Kamari High School, and so my students of other schools. Today I am here to speak some important sentences on a particular theme or topic, and the sentences I'm going to tell will help the students of class 9 and 10 to write a paragraph or a letter. The theme on which I'm going to speak these sentences is a memorable incident of my life, an exciting incident of my life. And now let me start. It was on the day of 25th December last year. I was going to Calcutta with my father, and it was a pleasure trip. It was a wonder trip to Calcutta, and our destination was Calcutta Zoo. I had to visit the place. I had desired to visit the place, the important place of Calcutta Zoo, for many years. And this time my father agreed to take me to Kolkata Zoo, and with a view to visiting the Calcutta Zoo, my father and I boarded our local train, and it started from Katwa railway station. As we reside at Katwa, we live in Katwa, it is quite comfortable to get into a train or to board the train in the Katwa railway station. So my father and I boarded a local train, and the train started at 6 a.m. Both of us managed to get seats by the window. So our journey started smoothly and comfortably. It was an enjoyable start, a comfortable and very easy start of the day. After half an hour, I found many passengers getting into the train from different railway stations. And in this way, after half an hour, we reached Bandel, our railway station, and I saw that the train became crowded. There was no seat for many passengers, so they were standing, and many people were gossiping, some people were eating, and I was enjoying all the people doing different kinds of things, and they're enjoying their pastimes. Somebody was reading newspaper, etc. Hawkers were coming and going. A crowd was there, shouting and crying was around us. It was a common sight inside a railway compartment. Suddenly I saw two beautiful girls sitting there in somber mood. They were very beautiful, but they were looking sad and dull, and my eyes fell on them. Suddenly I saw that a middle-aged man sitting beside them spoke something in a very low voice, and the two girls became pale in fear, and I noticed this, and I smelled a rat. Something wrong is there. I told this fact to my father. I expressed my doubt about the identity of that man, and my father investigated this for 2 or 3 minutes, and he also agreed with me, and I started to question the person, and my father questioned him strongly and boldly, and before my father's bold questioning, the man became afraid, and he said that they were my daughters were going to Calcutta. At that very time, those two girls started crying and shouted and told, "No, no, he is not our father, he is not our father." Then my father informed this, and other passengers also got alert of this, and somebody questioned him. Some other passengers also questioned that person, and somebody slapped him. And in the meantime, someone dialed 100, and after 5 or 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, some policemen, railway police, they entered the compartment and questioned the person, and we came to know that he was a trafficker of girls, and these two girls were abducted, and they were on the way of being trafficked. It was a very exciting incident, and the man was handed over to the police, and the girls were rescued. This is one of the memorable incidents of my life. I could not imagine, could not believe that my sixth sense would help the rescue of two girls who were helpless and who were on the way of being trafficked and sent up to some unknown place. And in this way, the incident ended. And after half an hour or so, we reached Howrah station, and my father and I walked through this way, and our aim was to get into a bus. Then suddenly a man came from the crowd and caught my father's hand and pulled him towards a lane, and I understood that he was one of the members of that trafficking gang. He was also there in the compartment, and I did not recognize him, and I could not recognize him, and he trailed us, he stalked us to this place. And as soon as I understood this, because I think that I have more sixth sense than my father, and as soon as I understood this, I started crying aloud, and so loud that some people who were standing there, they came instantly to us, and they caught the person who was trying to drag my father to a lane, and that person was caught, and many persons gathered and began to beat the person, and after 5 minutes or so, policemen came and arrested him. And in both these incidents happened in one day. It was my intelligence, my wit that helped me and my father to get safe, to become safe, and it was very happy thing, a very enjoyable thing that I helped my father to be safe, and also helped those two girls to be out of the arena of the trafficking gang. These two incidents are memorable incidents in my life. I will never forget this. Very exciting, very thrilling. And my father got nervous, and I told my father that in this situation, my father was panicked because he was an aged man. My father got panicked, and I told my father not to go to visit the Jew, but to go back to our home. And my father decided. He took rest for some time in a stall, tea stall, and we had some sweets there, and after that we again returned home. It was sad that we could not fulfill our aim of visiting the Calcutta Zoo, but I and my father both were happy that we became a part of an exciting incident, and He also praised my wit, my intelligence, and my sixth sense. So let me call it a day.